Welcome back. Thanks for clicking on the link. It's time for the in-depth review of the JBL Partybox 1000. I'll start by going over the features, what some of the buttons do on the top of the speaker. Start out with obviously the power button. We all know that. The Bluetooth, which you really don't need unless you're pairing it with another speaker. Basically, you turn the thing on, go on your MP3 player, select it, you're in. This sun button here is to change the light settings. This button here will record audio for 30 seconds. If you want to loop some sound effects in or something like that, you can do that. This button here is to pair the bracelet control. I don't like the thing. I would never use it. It barely fits on my wrist, and my wrists aren't huge. This button here changes your DJ pad. When you turn it on, it starts out default with the drums. Then you got a keyboard. Then you have piano. Then you have some DJ effects. I'll go ahead and turn the volume up so you can hear it.
Let's go. Ready. Go.
That's the DJ effects. And then there's also a customizable pad. So to use that, what you do is you have to put a USB or a flash drive in the USB port loaded with MP3 sound effects. You put that in. Then what you do is you hit the input button here and you go to USB and you hit this, and you can see it's now loading my sound effects into these buttons. I only put 4 sound effects on the USB, so we're only going to get 4 sound effects here. It's a very neat feature. I do think this is one of the coolest features on the speaker. So now I have my own custom sound effects. They say the harder you push these buttons, the louder the effect will be. You also have karaoke. This will cancel out the vocals on the songs you're listening to. So if we put, let's put the Fray on. You got to switch back to Bluetooth here. You have to have the mic plugged in for this to work. You see, it doesn't completely cut them out, but it cuts them way back. You can also change the key of the vocals by turning this knob here. It doesn't change the tempo of the music, but it changes the key of the vocals. I guess if you want to sing along, you can kind of match the vocals to your own personal key. Pretty neat effect. The echoes for the mic also, and then you have the smart DJ button. You see it kind of throws some stuff in the mix there. Pretty neat. Your bass boost button, you have 3 settings: off, first stage, second stage, and then off again. Your volume up and down. This does not skip back a song or skip forward a song, which I was kind of hoping it would. And your play and pause button. That's basically it for the top of the speaker. I'll bring it around, show you the light settings, and also the back of the speaker where all the connections are. I'll show you the sub. And then I'll give you my final impressions on the speaker as a whole. Okay, so the back of the speaker, your connections here. You have volume for the mic. If you hook a guitar in, you have volume for that also. You can set which speaker. So if you have 2 of these JBL Partybox 1000s, you can set which one's left and which one's right. You pair them up apparently by holding the Bluetooth buttons on both speakers, something along those lines, and it'll pair them up. and sync them up, so you now have a stereo Bluetooth system, which is pretty awesome and something that LG does not do. Obviously, you have your USB port, which you could actually put all your songs on a USB drive, flash drive, stick it in there, and it'll just play off of that. An auxiliary connection, I guess if your MP3 player doesn't have Bluetooth, then you can plug your auxiliary connection in there. Your lines in and lines out for hooking to the TV, you know, etc. The light settings that my brother asked for, he wanted to know about the different light settings, and apparently he didn't watch my first video or two. So, here's the light settings. You got the flames, which I like the best. Then you also have nothing. You got this one here that's supposed to go to the beat. Changes color as it goes. Then you got this way, it'll go down instead of up. And then you have this, which looks very cool also. This is my second favorite. But my favorite by far is the flames. So I think that's about it for features. Unfortunately, I do have one issue with the JBL that most people won't have. But all you ferret owners know out there that this woofer being so close to the floor and being so open here is an issue. The ferrets will go right up in there. This is like a rubberish material, and ferrets love chewing on that kind of stuff. So they'll go right in there, start chewing on it, scratch it up, who knows. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to return this speaker because I'm not going to modify it or keep it on its end like this. It doesn't sound, the bass isn't as deep when it's laying sideways like this. So I am going to have to return the Partybox 1000, which is unfortunate because I do love the speaker. But hey, my little girls come first. Another very cool feature on the speaker is when you adjust the volume, it shows you where you're at. So if you're across the room, you can see how loud you are. Halfway up. Now I'm hoping the microphone picks this up, but with this speaker, when you get over halfway, you'll lose a lot of the bass. And when you get over 3/4 of the way, the bass is virtually gone. It gets real tinny, it's all highs. It's still clear, but you lose that bass. So hopefully the mic can pick it up. Let's give it a shot. Hopefully the mic picked that up for us. That's a very cool feature though. I like that you can see where the volume is from across the room. So, my take on this speaker. This is an awesome speaker. It's $1,000. It's a lot of money for a Bluetooth speaker. I love the lights. I think the lights are amazing. I wish more companies did this. But honestly, I have to return the speaker because my ferrets can get to the subwoofer. Yes, I have ferrets. They can get to the subwoofer and I'm afraid they'll damage it, so I'm going to return this speaker. And honestly, I think I would have returned it anyway because $1,000 for a single Bluetooth speaker that's mono is too much money. If I wanted a badass stereo system for $1,500, $1,000, I could get a hell of a home theater system for that. I could get some Sherwin Vegas, some 12-inch Sherwin Vegas. They're like $350 a piece for 3-way speakers. And I'd have it stereo. It ended up costing me $700 rather than $1,000 for a mono speaker. But the lights are awesome. And the DJ pad is very cool. If you got the money and you're into this stuff and you're going to be blasting Bluetooth speakers, you know, some big venue, this is a great speaker. No BS. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun to play with and I really enjoyed having it here. But I'm not keeping it.
it's just not worth the $1,000 to me. I could get a 5.1 surround system with a 12-inch sub for around the same price and have a lot more quality sound. So that's my take on it. It's not a bad speaker, it's a great speaker. The only issue I do have with it is the volume issue. When you get over halfway, you lose some of the bass. When you get over 3/4, all you hear is mids and highs. I don't like that. The LG doesn't do that. The LG sounds the same from 10% volume to 100% volume. You get the same levels across, the highs, the mids, and the lows. So that's the only negative I find with this speaker. Otherwise, it's a great speaker, and I hope JBL starts doing more of this with their home theater equipment, because this is awesome. Thanks for checking in. Please like the video if you like it, and hit subscribe. It'll help me out, and it'll help me make more videos like this. Thanks again. Have a good one.